Ebusia Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah yedi ku ne tu na ban mra wa kodro Hanoi, very far away. Echichichiri ewo mayim. But ni na echi no eyenyima yeyini mai. And obi yi obi ama ewo na adwuma mu kro onwene ho. Wo chen Judas so. Yeyi nipa wo adwuma mu ma ekunu ne yere kura ba ko tibi yi ba akoma. Ebusuam obi yi obi ma. But debia da obi yi obi ma no de oyi ma no owu. Na da de wo yi ni man no be wu se wan sore se Yesu a wo ye yo che. Wo ye yo be che. Aje di pa ne ko no samba. Ti se wo yi obi ama dwene ho mienu. Ide se obeye Judas a obewu. Anaso obeye UP4 obeyi Kwame Nkrumah ama. UP4 ne yi ni mai. Eye UP4 no ne yi ni mai. UP4 no ne yi ni mai. And woo ya. And woman be aya na me kan about him and Nkrofo atwro no. Etoda na minim history a ye kire wo schools no. And I think going forward, should rethink about the history of this country and make sure say abakwa 7 de ye papa no ye betro. Ye wo gold, any golden street or Ghana. Ye wo bauxite, but there's no box that can lead us to sea. There's no box for our sight. Meanwhile, we have bauxite. We have diamonds, and then we tout a diamond. But we die without money. What is wrong with us as people? There's something fundamentally incorrect. And he said, we don't love this country. Let's be honest. We don't love Ghana. We love our pockets. We don't love Mother Ghana. How can you hate your own mom, slap your mom, rape your mom? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I have seen it coming, and it is very close. There's a new Ghana. There is a new Ghana. There is a new Ghana. And that day will come. Ghana will go back to its old glory, as my dear father, Dr. Abu Sakara, said. That when you turn around after university, you will not be wallowing and walloping at your mother's kitchen anymore. You'll find a beautiful job to do to take care of your parents. That day is coming, and I believe so well that our dear chiefs, take it easy, will not go to any MP, any miserable MCE, and call him Mura, because they need a chief compound, they need a clinic, a 3-unit classroom block. You see a paramount chief begging a miserable MCE. It's unfair how we're treating this country. It's unfair how people steal with impunity. Abijidi is sad than a baby. Or may be fan into my pefra. Microphones down there. So what I say me bisa will be car. No I didn't hear my question me bisa. Say do I professor. Dr. Abu Sakara man professor. So professor Anokye Frimpong. Eti ya abu amina fa microphones no. But when you kuta okay. When you buy your brief for Swabi Drubon, some my brief. Okay. Hey, I can saw Mike in a man.
Sound. Yeah, Benjamino, bra.
Actually, the friend me pakwisi, the friend Yano, and Bessie Bisa, the Commonwealth, no. Say Commonwealth na Nkrumah equity, you know. What benefit have we gotten from the Commonwealth from time of creating Commonwealth, no? ABC, Commonwealth na Nkrumah, no, or found, no. In first what ben media brain. Number two, say what can Commonwealth no so one. Say Opesa we be amount Commonwealth name penny ana. Say what can one. Say yina cool back. Opesa we be mount one. Amount penny ana. That's what I want to understand.
Actually, clear.
Okay, Pacho, you're from me, Asampa Bedi. Maybe, sir, doctor say, in fact, history and Mabatu, me share than TV. And I'm saying, we in a better dancer say, history is here or your schools. A different from and net there, young papa catching. In T. be something for said, dang, now you bet you me, Emma history. I travel aquatic, especially Yama Ebewitchy, because Emma Musam saying Yamo Yayila history, because Yayisha and Papa, I'm telling you, in T. Dane and Penfobe, Ama Yamba future Bano, Ebony Papa Nation, and that's it.
Young father, last question, Evo. Wow, thank you, sir.
Okay, maybe there no clarity in this ongoing debate about the name Ghana. Now, what I picked up here, they said 9 years before independence, for us to rename from Gold Coast to Ghana, Nkrumah named Ghana National. So, who really came out with the name Ghana?
All right, so we'll start with
Commonwealth.
Ghana Enya from Commonwealth. I don't know if Dr. Abu Sakara will do.
Well, I can make a comment or two.
Okay.
I think, first of all, as you well know, the head of the Commonwealth is the monarch of England. I was going to say the Queen, but she's no more. But monarch applies to all of them, whether they're male or female. And what is then the purpose of it? If you look at the countries that belong to the Commonwealth, they were all previously colonial territories of the British. No French country has gone to add to the Commonwealth. So that tells you immediately that its purpose was to coordinate looking after and the working together of the previous colonies. If there was a feeling that that would get more benefits to them, accrue more benefits to them, and that together they can force some terms of trade with Britain or assure them of certain terms of trade with Britain, it could be reciprocal. But at the end of the day, in any negotiation, somebody benefits more than somebody else. But for the most part, it was mostly political, in the sense that those countries together used to more or less be influenced by the UK, or if they wanted to also put pressure on the UK to support some of their issues, they could do that. But again, for the most part, I think the UK benefited out of it more than they did. Because at the end of the day, you didn't see that drive to industrialize Africa, because that would have economically affected the UK itself. So it was more of a political association than an economic one, although some terms of trade would have been more open. But of course, when the UK found the European Union, they quickly abandoned us. Now that they've been kicked out of Europe, or they're taking themselves out of Europe and they're suffering, they're now remembering that we were there. So you can tell you whose benefit it goes to.
All right. Prof, Commonwealth no beka bibi ho.
Oh no, bisa say.
Mfaso ben na yenya. That's right.
And afen so
o pese o ye wo bibia
wa wuntimi ya. Me pa cha and omo akasa wa nyina aka say bibi man si etume di ye ho ne ye ba ko a bibia ni wa wuntimi nye. Ne problem ne say ye kase ye bibia ne ya ye mu nipa ni bi akotwitwa nenti abitire ye. Nti mra so say bibi man tumi hu say ye ba ko the betuma ye bibi ni hia broni say na doctor kan ye no Commonwealth in there just an association of English speaking countries, just that. Now why don't you form a stronger association of black countries, whether here or in the Caribbean? And next one Obisa say
yeah, better than your history, no, yet me correct.
National policy and to send a CCI America primary school, one of the greatest subjects any history and geography. And I uni in every ho. Intimrasu say essay a sign kofa. Then the last one, Yenu Bisa say, Edin Ghana no, ne kofar by no, and they say, well, Tete Wapa and Sanyana doctor, Ekano. Abrofono the first black civilization a war Western Sudan and a Kwakodru Central Africa. O Maya sorry woho, and Mali Kahu. Sudan kan Senegal Mauritania and about Guinea from mine Ghana, the land of gold and made up of solidly black people. Nti abrofo no hu sa no baby ombedru bi omu hu abi before no omu didin won din Ghana, the land of gold made up of black people at the atuwon. Nti ne yawo Papua New Guinea. In fact, Latino countries in the Ghana, Umukani Guinea. It is all to Guinea Conakry. It is a Ghana, Papua New Guinea, and baby, or better Guinea, no, the same as Ghana. To the extent that Ghanaian scholar, the first black scholar in the world, Professor Anton William Mamo, author on a autobiography or a Bruchino, was stated, say, Antonius Golemos Amu Ab Azimo in Guinea, Anthony William Amu from Axim in Ghana. Nti Nkrumah ne di kanshas ye ewusie. Na nam so sua de no hu ni say the name of a famous African empire. A top from na Mali by, a top from na Songhai, a by Professor no kan ho asem no. Incidentally no, wo mu ana e wo ho no. Kasa bebre o still let us like twifo ka sika and cryfo ka shika aibefo so ka sika. Even in the Bible Israel for say shekel, they meant the same thing. We were all there together. And now Gonja mpacha omu wasremo no mu tisa kan for the language spoken in Gonja land baby Mahama Efino. Incidentally, Papa so wana ofi is the same language as spoken at Winneba. Eye the same. Nti ye nyina na ho na yete awo Ghana Empire. Na empire ni gu ye no. Ana nkakran especially akanfo omo betena Techiman. Nti na kan ni bia kan history o se ya nanan mi free Techiman na e bai. Ye nuanom na esremfo ne direct mpacho nso ne ye bia ani.
All right. Yabrefo, please.
Yeah, Fabian can one.
Yabefa Yabrefo na for you for Michael.
Okay.
One yen sa catch us a man kasaya momo kwai. Yes, Obaya.
Metia history na minim and nay ye celebrate big six. Kane no na celebrating Nkrumah. The person me who say Ejuma woman sian ye bomu and then Nkrumah dia o ye no. What the toto wa o career why the name mo true sabre no
Titia.
Simple and short.
The story behind the big six. Professor will tell us. Onya Professor Mpachona, Dr. Abu Sakara, friend Prof, into friend Prof. Obi am fire kokot.
Freedom. 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 The me pese me work and say men cambrofo, me browning. Me country, me Ghana ni. Me ra hokakra ene. Because your founder, and I said the origin of Ghana. Ono na beto say we promote Ghana. So no na de Ghana buy, say no na de Ghana buy nyamasem. Ne me hia ne say yes Ghana. Ye koyenim. Doctor Kansembi. O say eni kwan say nka ye hye tuntum. Ese say nka ye hye fita. Many doctor nyadwen. Because Kwame Nkrumah doesn't triumph. Why? Sorry. I didn't try. Because to me and many people, you believe in the ideologies of Kwame Nkrumah. Why you not do many? Inti ugusudi yao. You can believe it, you can leave it. After the demise, okay, after his demise,
okay.
After Kwame Nkrumah, the whole nation until now, you betray Kwame Nkrumah. Because you mpese behu ne Kwame Nkrumah or breye the selflessness. You mpese ye behu because the industry ba ko kra ni ho na eye adwuma. Ni bi bie ni ho a ye betimi akase wei na Kwame Nkrumah di gya yen. Hwe nsase ye tonton. Hwe nsase Kwame Nkrumah egya nsase. Namafo yen yaton. Kwame Nkrumah jaye ships. Ojaye plane. Ojaye said ye besi fa asoga na mu ye na ye loyal to this motherland. Where is it now?
Atoni na.
Ehim for the dia ni mu.
Bomwa.
Enya na Ghana mpani for. Enti dent na say fita. Den na person chemi na o ka chemi na o chemi say Kwame Nkrumah da so triumph. Den na say ye betray Kwame Nkrumah. Say ye no close nyampo. Nkofo nyina sabi Kwame Nkrumah di jai ni party CPP. Obia mpenefo na mbetimi an properly Kwame Nkrumah party nyina no o meja the other parties echi. Me tete say Dr. Claude Hekra no or vice president by BD me pacho me nimbat ebia enokre. You understand? What I'm trying to say is that it will not do us any good. To mention ye.
And that's it.
Enfa question ba.
Nedia nawa nti.
Okay.
Yema lawyer.
Professor.
Enyi big six question nano. Pacho owia ye be try ye ho aba. Say ye pon amenko ye toto nam fine we cho ko wi bi ye fine. Anso akọ why? Esrewa. Mema ododo. Yakoba mema 1 minute no. Michael was getting emotional. I mean, he was being emotional. Yeah, sure. Prof, thank you.
Me pacho, ye can big sexa. No enka history of Ghana. Ye ni bibia we ye history mo ye friend the big sex.
Pacho, what say?
Ye ni bibia wo yan. Ye ni bibia wo
Ghana history mo
ye friend the big sex.
Yes, no, Mike.
Pacho, Mike no mumye mano.
Pacho, Ghana abakwese mo no. On mine and Kana bakwese mo hu see what be a friend the big sex. Near Tiane say 28 February shooting 1948 shooting no. You come sergeant ajete mo ye kan wasem sisiano. Abrofo no hu say mpanimfo bi na organize wo mu a sa trouble no ebae. Indeed Nkrumah ne nadamfo akwaje ana omu kompo ano ho Debbie Avenue, where Koshia, Osagyefo ne yɛde wɔn mu aba no na wɔn life yɛ awerɛho paa yɛama wɔn mu gracia yɛama wɔn mu hwee eduru anwummerɛ wɔn tete wɔn nom nsa saa na wɔn organize sɛ wɔn nkɔgye wɔn mu gracia ɛna yɛsutu wɔn mu na saa letter no petition no wɔn mu de ɛkɔ no ɛyɛ sogyani baako na Nkrumah ma ne butu yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Nkrumah ne akoagye so nko a ɛna ɛkɔ organize wɔ UGCC mpanimfoɔ no ɛnka ho na nam sa akoagye yɛ lawyer no ɔno dictate legal term ne yɛde twerɛ petition no ɛna Kwame Nkrumah nso de ne nsa ɛtwerɛ yɛde writing pad no ɛma Nkrumah no ɔno twerɛ to wɔn mu wie yɛ no a wɔn de kɔ adeɛ kye yɛ problem no ɛkɔ baa yɛhwɛ letter no yɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ the general secretary of UGCC Kwame Nkrumah ne handwriting ɛna ɛwɔ so saa deɛ a ɛna UGCC foɔ mpanimfoɔ no ɛna ɛtɛ akyire ɛna yɛhyɛ ase sɛ yɛakyikyi wɔn PAAA grant no watu kwa outside the country RS Blair was secondary okodwane yɛn no Awuno Williams odwane yɛn no ɛna omuhun sɛ nipa ensia wei Nkrumah obeche bilamte Eduede Kufuado yɛfɛ ne sɛ Kwame Nkrumah mabɔ din akwa JB Dankwa ɛne oforiata sɛ nipa nsia the following day ɛna colonial newspaper be reported big 6 leaders of UGCC arrested. Until leaders in Sia Yenyan and Omuka said big 6 leaders of UGCC arrested. No penny pano or no ne PAAA grant. Until see our big 6 were Ghana and Kaba started a fee PAAA grant so. And Omu Koyano, Omu police interrogation, Omu Nina Kaso Munimu Hoshi. And Paso no Munimu Hoshi. Inti na ba Nkrumah ne akwaje no no susuro so obeda prison inti ono so ka se onim hwehwe ana Nkrumah ka se ono do onim ho bibi inti ye jai obia ne do ono koto prison wo asiri eno na oba na tare white no na adane tuntum a asirem ni ordinary person bi ede ne wura ne fie no yi batakari ma ne se onyi white shirt ne ntumu no nhye sa batakari no de je independence no nti any big 6 in the history of Ghana
esa bo se ho o ma dada ya che
yam papa isi o no okayong pane ho hey enti ya man microphone no 1 minute.
Pacho ye premi Emmanuel Anson na mi ko school Krachi nti 1961-62 na meka young pioneers ho do na me wo primary school basamre no na young pioneers ne fa wo mo middle school omo ba primary a bia wo a omo abomoden kakra no e do omo aka middle school for no inti na me young pioneer movement no mu na young pioneers no na ye pledge and ye code and inti pledge no or say I sincerely promise to live by the ideals of Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, founder of the state of Ghana and initiator of African personality, to safeguard by all means possible the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of the state of Ghana from internal and external aggression, to be always in the vanguard, fighting for the total liberation of Africa. For these are the noble aims guiding the Ghana young pioneers. As a young pioneer, I'll be a guide of workers, farmers, cooperators, and all the sections of our community. I believe that the dynamic Convention People's Party is always supreme, and I promise to be worthy of its ideals. We are pledged.
Wow. It's 1961 when we are counting.
Yes, sir. And Oba code now, or say love of country, discipline and obedience, honesty and morality, punctuality, protection of state property, reliability and secrecy, comradeship and forbearance, love of work, field craft, unaffectedness, self-control, striving into faultlessness. And yeah, good.
Akrasa.
I say, boys of Ghana, rise and fight. Girls of Ghana, rise and shine. In the name of great Nkrumah, we shall fight and conquer now. Forward ever, backwards never. In the name of great Nkrumah, there is victory.
That's it. Okay.
I said, Semboisha. And Sembonisha. Wow.
Opening Pacho say, Yapua. Daniela, quickly go to him.
And you know, see
na one more pledge, no more code, you know. Or can I talk was natural. Your point said 30 minutes, now you're ready. Aha. That's it. My empha. Hey, okay.
My question near me, your friend Kofi. My first question, the kind is a comma captain. Pacho, me busa captain. What na Onua ache ahaswamam. Efia ha eswa. Ghana hia sabe kafra. Badwemba. Nyansafo. Nimdifo. Na Ghana youth no de ye hu se sa adwene no. De Kwame Nkrumah eja ya wanwie no. De aka na wo ho. Enti sa wo pene so wo. Wan pene so wo. Ghana youth free Onua ha na wote do. Nebra bontene. Nande Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah eja to ho no a. Yenya sabe kafra nim di ni bia ma o mefaye. Ento aso. Nande Osagyefo jato ho no nso. Nimdifo bia entimi mefaye. Na omoton sa ejapade no. Yesrawo. Brabak. Brabe to sa adwuma no so fama yen. Mihia nyia no e wo sa de we ho. Captain, ye ni bere sempa because
ye no man. Say question say be send me ensa.
Yes.
Until we you the family before.
Pacho, your friend me Mary Crunch. Na me pesa me bisa ye papa fo yi say Mr. Ayembia Ghana mpanifo omunyansa we Mr.
Titia. Question mode next person.
Problem e bitu aso.
Hey.
If we say nka meka say edebe ntina ye papa Kwame Nkrumah.
We na ka fi say pe na say wo yi
ano. E bitu aso.
Enti bisa.
Eden na besi ye ho kwan say yentumi nsom Kwame Nkrumah.
Yentumi
nsom no. Say na yesum Jesus. Oye nema bebre wo mu krom ye nim. Kwame Nkrumah so ye nema bebre wo no krom. Nipa obetimi begina ne mamu. No obetimi de ne nkwa beto ho ama na chitaifo no. Oye Kristo.
All right. But that's it.
Me pacho ye frame Emmanuel Dasa. And a captain debia mitio. Se me wo fie se man kodwuma na me wo fie a Onua TV and me de me we eto and me hwe. But captain enne me gina ha and me ka say on my way you are the only person that can unite this country. Nobody. Because we program bi wa ha say bedi ubeya bedi. And the way a dom e ba ha no ene adia utumi catch the ahemfofo bi a who plays a request that umutumi eyama no. And I'm telling you, sir, you are the only person that can unite this country. And then you know the history of Kwame Nkrumah. And Kwame Nkrumah the history of Ghana. And on name Ghana say you back. And the meaning says spirit na ewo Kwame Nkrumah no. The same spirit is in you. And you are the only person now you can unite our chiefs and you can unite this youth in this country. Net me my mind when the agent is at the mind dear. That be and call you cry. And call ye youth near bread. We are suffering. Ade, we are suffering. So, Captain, we per se program we know. If you can take it to with this in your various schools. There's a ton of time because I call university, no call TA university students need the way on casa. The way they speak, it may or one as a student or on the casa. Not mutual yourself with your politicians, no crown, the way we are no crown. Some of them are proud of what our politicians are doing. So, Captain, we are your papa, we are your uncle, we are your BBR. And then this country lies in your hand. And you need to unite this country together. You know.
Questions and answers now your mother Dante. Your contributions.
Captain Meda was say Meda Doctor and Swasini and Pennyfoa. My two of my siwa na pay. About Jumedi Echidom. A friend and I are agent in Boating. A question a comma, Dr. Anokye about Nkrumah ni see history kakra makan echrem say Osagyefo echro and some ansias WOHO ensie no ne krom nenso yehwa esie no empen bebre ex-president Jerry ekotu ni mo free Nkrumah besie current president so I sent to esie. I want to know but I been a tachiri see tutu the pakasi we emu esie on several occasions. Makachi esane say ya to ye krom kasa atwene enu ye yusua obi ekrom kasa a emwaye Putin ka say me say African obi krom kasa ya ne compulsory amano o ka brofo no pa ye nenso ekomode no na agriculture de ya no optional. What is our problem? Okay. My brother, remember you are still the reincarnated of Kwame Nkrumah. Freedom. Me Ghana ni your friend me Kwakwa Henkai. Na debi aya metatie Captain Smart and sister aya mo ewia program. Ne dumre bia me kra neji dumre bi so a na me boafu pa wo Ghana mpanimfo ho. E de bentra because he Kwame Nkrumah ideology so ye nyina troto nyina eno na ewiase nyina yusu sesei Russia, China, US, UK omu nyina ko obia baake nisika with gold. Eno na mrebi me chiroma empanimfo bi say why not say yemfa esika no gold no embaki esidi no e hwa na your current president here say e dey go for oil, which is not right. Yembaki esika ni mum no with the gold na munyedu because you took gold ni bo ahanum you took oil ha also the gold ni mum koche oil abe you to be ahanum. Which sense is it? It make sense bia. Sometimes empire mesa born say parties ni nyina na aka sese no Ghana here third force youth na ready pa per third force but sa MPP NDC no omo an omo say oman no etimi pamacho your president our high
Abu
Sakara captain any new parties no maba no omo nyina kan bom ne pamo sa mi no we ne awia yen change constitution na Ghana be fan into my pefra.
That's it. From JB uye JB anawa be ni mo ha. JB that's it. Data JB artwork now ready.
Live show.
Echina Dr. Abu Sakara will be on Onua 95.1 FM. That artwork now ready. Yeah, the better to say so. Doctor, this is an ambush. Don't mind me.
Council, Mira Hokakra, but I just want to find out. Okasano, you made mention of the fact that you need anywhere in our history book, I award the big says.
but major di say ye papa no mo ha yi ene ye start say ye koskui na yesua the big sis to the extent say Nra me ba small boyfriend me I know I started reciting the big sis at me only for me to be disappointed this morning. Said there is nothing like big sis in our history book. At the end of the day, as of mine, Yayira, and I say we are being misled. That's my only question.
All right. One person here. Eti, okay. Ya we are mami wechi hono so pese o kan baby.
Okay. Your friend me Michael. Na ya da yempeni for ase, especially doctor. Ewo enen semo a wabeka akyerɛ yɛn say your history a ye wo ɔman mu no ayera na mpanimfoɔ ka asɛm bi sɛ ɔman bi a onim ne root no sɛ ɔman no ni daakye bia and ɛno ne ade baako a Ghana adi enya all these years efi sɛ ɔman a ye wo obi a ɔno na ako agye ɔman yi asi hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ ye som ne yie yɛn som no na mmom ye de ne ho ato ade foforo so and ye nyina enim sɛ wiase sɛ obi bɛko amaw obi betumi adi amaw a ɛyɛ wo nananom na betumi adi amaw wo nananom na betumi akɔ amaw but Ghana no yato ye mpanimfoɔ nyina atwene ɛne yakɔfa nyame foforo bi na ɔno ne yɛde yɛn ho ato no so ɛbɛɛ dɛn no ɔman no akɔ anim na mesrɛ yɛ papa captain ɛnɛ new Ghana agenda megyina wɔn anam yɛsrɛ wo papa sorry man na youth no ye hiaw youth no ye hiaw amoa ba bedi anim na enne pa ye papa eye no eye wo no ode ahye wo nsa wo poma no wo no ode ma wo enti yesrew sorry na yensa me pagya oman ni fo oman ni ngina baabi a ese fi se me ni pani bi kasa ye wo Afran Plains o se during Nkrumah's time na minimum wage a cement bag etumi to ntoma pofa esa abo akonhoma and the minimum wage yesen
medase ya ma mi wi a ya ma mi wi a ya be ya de foforo
e pa cho me pese mi bisa lawyer me kan samache lawyer abisa ne say Ghana japade a Kwame Nkrumah be ye factory a omatonton ediama asofo no mo de sisi asore dan ne ade no asa factory ni so no sa factory sisi ho no ebetimi aboa mabu no ye de abue sa enwuma na Kwame Nkrumah ye na omatonton no Ghana ebe ye na ebe ye na ne nyina mu no so yasa mu miehu se ne nyina mu so yemfa onyankopɔn ni tumi ni na ho ode no so mfanta ye kire na sene ya papa Peter na ma start command the morning no so no ye nyina ye fa hujim ne ye nwoso ne ye nye ne nyina ngu na ye woso ne ye nye ne nyina ngu onyankopɔn honhom no so ebe kanya no ho ne nkunim die so atimi abaga Ghana be ye yie enche bia
ebe ye yie pa
that's it
factories ne de lawyer be yie ano ba ye be je ade lawyer bibia opesa okatwato na fe ye court na ho na finally ye court Dr. Abu Sakara but answer na obe yia no echina Dr. Abu Sakara be ba onua 95.1 FM patro ne would wechi ha na ohwen fefefe no Dr. Beba so kama wo TV ne so Dr. Ocho kwa be say you on the screen aha eti
ambush bu promise
echina Dr. Abu Sakara will join JBA near 95.1 FM to discuss the significance of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in the politics of the Republic of Ghana. Over to you, sir.
You mpacha questions na mbisa and ase. Kasana ni ye contribution. Mom sene maami se Ghana be ye no. National policy aban bi betimi aba. Asase bia originally ye dia no. Se koko dizat kura ehun krata no yetumi esesa no na mo madam yoti weka assembly se Ghana mpanimfo na after Nkrumah no wonyansa ewo hene me pacho wo munim nyansa ye pa o munim nyansa eye pa and it's a great and a highly philosophical question and obisai and the answer is very simple and nam se wo munim nyansa enti no sɛ wɔn mu ba na wɔn akae sɛ Nkrumah baeɛ no ɔde n'ahoɔden ne nyansa ne ne nimdeɛ ne n'adagyeɛ ne ne biribiara bɛkɔma ɔman no na wampɛ wansi di mpo anto ne bɔtɔm anaa wamfa nto account mu wɔ baabi a na wansi da anyɛ hwee ama ne ho no awerɛfiram no a n'aban no ahwie guiɛ no ɔno ɛyɛ hiani ewu owuo ohia wuo ɛma n'abusuafoɔ n'asefoɔ nyinara ohia aka wɔn enti wɔn nyansa no sɛ ne madam no na obisa no ɛne sɛ wɔn mu ba first ne sɛ ma mempɛ medeɛ na sɛ ɔkyena na MPP ana NDC ana whatever ɛni hɔ bie mu a ma nane Kwame Nkrumah nti wɔn mu nim nyansa paa
wɔn mu nnɔɔ man no well Mami call Dr. Abu Sakara. Mefia for microphone ma Dr. Abu Sakara. Abrante Kukurwa Bakuaha. I think say he'll be the youngest among all of us here. Open can be right. Okay. Doctor,
yes. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes truth is unpalatable. And you should know that because you speak it often enough.
That's right.
What Prof has just told you is the naked truth. Are you with me? Yes. Human beings, we learn. We learn from treachery. When your own people are treacherous to you, why should you sacrifice yourself for them? That has been the story of African leadership up till today. I started it from long ago, but that has been our undoing. And until we can get this unity, not talking about the unity you see in conferences, but the unity that starts from your community, the unity that starts from your village, the unity that counts to your region, the unity that counts to your nation. Until you get that, development will be very difficult for you. And you contrast Ghana with Tanzania. At the time that we were busy putting factories, roads, ships, whatever you have it, Nyerere didn't do even 1/4 of those things. But what did he do for his people? He started with a common language from primary school. He banned tribalism. In Tanzania, you can go to university, go to PhD with your colleague, and you will never know which tribe he belongs to, because you will never utter one language of any tribe apart from Swahili. So he gave them a sense of national identity that has withstood the test of time up till today. And that is why they've been the first to be able to have a woman president. Because the succession from one regime to another was not based on Nyerere. It was based on the ethos, the philosophy that he had left with them. And this is where we are making a mistake in Ghana. We believe that CPP is what Kwame Nkrumah has left us. CPP is nothing. Kwame Nkrumah left us his philosophy and his thinking. And whether you put it in UPP, CPP, XYZ, if you follow that philosophy, you will get the dividends. And I'm glad that my colleague pointed out that what Kwame Nkrumah was preaching is what other people are now preaching and benefiting from it. The East African community, they have more integrated economy than ECOWAS. Was it not here African Union started from? But go there, they have one currency now. You cross the border, it takes you 5 minutes to cross the border because the car papers are valid for any country. Why? It is that thinking that is behind it. It is not the number plates, the registration of the car they're looking at. They're looking at the fact that we are in a community here. So I want to encourage each one of us to think beyond these labels and focus on what is important, which is the values and philosophy that Kwame Nkrumah left us. And we can form a new party, a new anything. After all, those people clinging to CPP, was it not PMP which came and brought CPP back? When Liman won, in 3 months, it was PNP. Did that stop them from winning party? But it was the same people with the same ideology and the same comradeship, loyal to each other until Igala got killed and they split up. So this is basically the lessons and the insights that we are giving today. We are a new generation. Focus on your own generation. Kwame Nkrumah, his victory is complete. Complete in the sense that anywhere you go in this world, you mention Kwame Nkrumah, people know who he is. Complete in the sense that what he preached, you may not have benefited from it, but you now know the cost of not following it. So that is victory. The path is clear. Are you with me? Complete in the sense that everything he told us about uniting, the Americans have done it, the Europeans have done it, but when we were doing it, it was not good. And our own black people will say, oh, if you do this, you'll be the leader, so I'm not going to agree. That is what has been going on. And at the end of the day, you have to make sacrifices. If you don't make sacrifices, no agenda of yours can succeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maminko Nana ho Nana Simaba Kucha Kwame Nkrumah Krum Foni Cheme. Mako baby Obama Odifik be senator, deputy president me chese me hunu krum. Mako chebi me hunu ho. Akwa amampanifo bi su krum me hunu ho. Say in Crawford to say
Medase. Say anka uma me kwan ma me so me chire madwin kakra bi anka be me do.
Oh,
pachokoso. Say me ti han mu nyina a me hwe de imebun eka efa wo man ne ho. De me bisa me ho ne say Ghana ye a ye we political parties betumi aba. But the ehu hia na mofre be gina na ye tunwom bi yesi ma oman no hu hia Ghana man eye wo dia oman eye japade e wo nyina eye oman Ghana wuni japade bia efa oman Ghana ho bisa ho se wo japade oman Ghana wo no wo bo ho bai e de na wo ya wo de bo japade na wo bai bisa ho Edian na ye Edian ye sacrifice the ama woman se na ebe ya adache ye nso man no betimi benefit sesi ye kan Nkrumah ho asem odo oman no into sacrifice the oman no inti won so a wote ho me ameti ha ye wo hanom nyina yi ye do oman Ghana abrabo ye ebo no e kire se ye do oman Ghana mama ye san ya dwen na ye no man Ghana ye mo man en na yakoma so adwuma bia ye bia no ye nya ne yie ye ni nokre ye sacrifice ma wo man se no man no betime afa ne ntomapa afra say captain ebisa about Nkrumah to say say me buy me can say wo hwe 1909 na Nkrumah to say and se sie so Nkrumah to say me gidi say yamfa mu no amanka han mu say dia and aban timi baby bi say dia ye wo muslim han mu say ya anka Nkrumah afa ne ntoma pafra but say enye say sanete o ban
say Nkrumah mu na yi fi ho no amakru na kachi
emu na ye no amakru no akachi
mo wo hospital papa wo yare a wotimi ko ho surgery
ho ase na mbabe kan ye ni hospital papa bia ho kan ketwe bi Mrs. Sankara say doctor waba ho eda onim de make no ye ni hospital papa bia ho kwan a eda ho no no enye kwan papa bia kakra na ban aye from Azema to Nkrumah ketwe bi ne aka nyina no enye kwan papa sa wo ba kro ni mu a insuo aye nom enye nsu papa so we say who say Nkrumah obeye den ona me kan ye no Nkrumah man na ono no se bio ye wo no de ma Ghana man no ona odwen Ghana man ho enti wan consider say me free Nkrumah nti me develop Nkrumah enti mbe yusu sa akonya we na ma apele dia my political leaders se papa no obeye bi aban so entwenani enhwe Nkrumah man Nkrumah ye Lembele district capital. But development, papa be any any hospital. Minimum case and I'm paying for. Yet the associate to Honomoa. Ye gusu any aban kasa so Messi hospital. Elemble district hospital in Nkrofo. But in nature no. Ye nyamwa papa bia. E ade bia hu hia o man no. And ensure I been because water is life. So we need you, how do you survive? Yensu aye wedu be bia na eni no aye black.
You say galamsey na say nampa.
Enye galamsey.
Ah, okay.
Enye galamsey na say no. Nsuo no asase na nkasa omutu ye no. Baby omutu nsuo no. Em say ye kan say ehon mo asase no enye papa. Nti edu baby na nsuo no eni asesa na e kama kakra edu baby nso na say.
Boho na wokan.
Boho.
Me meka subiri say
subli no broma subli na broma ayensuo mienu. But the etienne say Nkrofo na nsuo mienu nyina no e converge efa. But ye kan say top nyina no ya say no.
Omo de den say no.
Egalam say. From top no. Top no ya say no. But enye baby nsuo ni wo no. Ono no enye hon mo sai. A different way place. And nsuo.
Nka say Nkrofo for two galam say. If you through hon neba.
If you through hon mo eba ni nyina no ye kan say ya say no. Enti Nkrofo se sie no honestly obedru hon mo a mo ba hon mo no. Obedru bibisa ho say ha Kwame Nkrumah krom. Enye sanity.
Abusia nana kasa peni dware wi a nsuo ni na asa ma mindi kinda eye yem papa Dr. Abu Sakara ase enra anajo ena me producer say obefre na hwe ena ofre no late night no send a message say Dr. Abu Sakara is coming. I'm saying, hey, what an invitation, no? And he told you when he saw the reason for this gathering. Na SSA Oba. Ye tosubium eye. Ekrua wo Kwame Nkrumah wotete no onyini ya o kire ne ma amennam e won na ase. Krura nana wadaroma yeda se bro. Yen papa Peter Anamoa ene edomo eba yi nyina no edamase afi ase da PAAA no yen fama semi friend doctor semi friend professor semi friend deyo ni nyina enti professor doctor lawyer Anokye Frimpong